What's up, YouTube? What's happening? The video gonna be about NBA on TNT and the last regular season game and how it felt and so many memories and thoughts about them going at John Moran and what they had to say about Mike Malone and stuff and Shaq and the Fool and everything. I've enjoyed this show. I think it's gonna be sad that it's no longer gonna be on TNT because they are funny. Sometimes they troll, sometimes they do too much. It depends on which way it's going. I do laugh at some of Charles Barkley's takes, and Shaq too. You know, it's a rarity that the way a cats can sit there and have humor and not be vulgar and be entertaining, and then also tell you something about the game. And Ernie Johnson is really cool with it, and Kenny the Jet should have had a job or so. I think they could have made a movie with what they do. Sometimes their entertainment's been better than them whack games. There is a narrative of people like LeBron James and certain people like Kevin Durant that have a problem with what these cats say. I think they got a problem because they're hitting too close to home because they won't kiss the ring and they all had their ears. And you're going to see it again and again and again. It doesn't change because everybody thinks that the time they played in was better. The difference is what gives Shaq, Charles, and Kenny a pass is because they acknowledge the past. These turkeys that come out today, well, they're not only thinking their ear is the best, they just diss the past and they make it sound like everybody's a plumber, a busboy, a dishwasher, a roofer, a electrician. They got every way to try to downplay. So that's one of the reasons. Now, my other thoughts and takes is about John Morant. Ja is very lucky that this ain't David Stern's era. Because believe me, a David Stern type of commissioner, you thought that Meta World Peace and Latrell Sprewell had a lot of time off? Oh, he'd probably see to it that this cat don't come back till probably about 2-3 years to next election time. Just to make an example. Send him to G League or send him overseas or somewhere where they, but because he sells jerseys and he's profitable and John Morant is under 30, they'll let him, they won't mess with it. But I have a problem with him not getting his team better. I have a problem with the fact that his team is just as good with or without him. That's my problem. And I know he's bored in Memphis. And he's crying to go to New York and LA. He ain't got to say it out loud, but, being in Memphis, just saying. But Charles Barkley threw people out windows and was belligerent and had attitude, and Shaq did stuff too. So, can't nobody really act like they were pious and righteous. That's what cracks me up when people. But again, those guys did go to finals, and Shaq had incredible success. Barkley had postseason. John Morant's in a situation where he could look great.